Okay, so a new Fallout game has been announced. Some interesting shit about that coming out recently. This is my second time recording this because it decided to go to a different microphone that I had muted. And holy fuck, I'm going to stab myself if this does not sound good. Pretty much, I'm going over a couple things. So first, I want to just start. I want to say thanks for coming out today, lads and ladettes and shit. I don't fucking know what to call you. Listen, thanks for stopping by and checking out the video.
Movement detected.
Do all that liking, subscribe, bullshit. If you don't, you don't have to. You don't have to. Just remember my name and look me up whenever you think I have a new video out. It's very unlikely. Anyway, pretty much, I've gone over Fallout 76. Fallout 76. This, this is the shit. This is a bit interesting. A Fallout survival RPG game that will have a lot to do with base building, a lot to do with mutants, and that's pretty interesting. In case you, I don't know if you haven't noticed, but we are coming out a couple years after the bombs fell. 25 according to the trailer, and if that's to be believed, well, pretty much there are going to be ghouls everywhere. Pre-war ghouls. So these people will be just like us. They'll know stories about America, how great it was. They'll have lived it. Hell, they're probably going to be more experienced in America than our main character, because 25 years after the bombs fell, he would have had to have been a child entering the vault, not to be middle-aged, more up to the high-aged, not like 40 or 50, which would be a bit bad for your main character to be a 60-year-old running around the wasteland building shit, because you'd be the angry old grandpa. Now, let's get into this. Now, there's apparently going to be a multiplayer aspect to the game. This multiplayer aspect, I believe, is going to be fully multiplayer. Now, this game was meant to be what Fallout 4 was, with uh, with multiplayer. Yes, a dev did say that, and that this game does in fact have a multiplayer aspect. Now, a leaker said that this game was going to be like DayZ and Rust. I don't believe necessarily that he meant we're going to run into other players. I believe he meant we need to find food and water, so I think this might be the first game where it forces you into survival, or maybe your settlers need that food and water and it's forced them into survival and you have to look after them. So the whole idea is it's a bit fucking strange. Now, I guess I can understand, because we are coming out 25 years after, everything's going to be kind of fucked, and there are going to be a lot of raiders and shit like that running around, but we're not going to have Enclave, we're not going to have Brotherhood, we're not going to have the NCR, we're not going to have Legion, we're not going to have Super Mutants as we know them, because they don't come out until later. Um, you know what, maybe we will. Who knows, there might be another FEV dump, some shit like that. How else are they going to get Super Mutants in the game? They are pretty much iconic now. They have to be in there somewhere. If they come in later on in the game and give, as a part of the story, which is going to be there is a story to this game. It was said there is a story to this game. And that was said by Alika. This game has a story, but has a multiplayer aspect, and not to expect a single-player game all around this year's E3. So, I believe there's a co-op. I believe it's multiplayer co-op, and that means that someone's going to take the place of one of your companions. One of your mates is going to take the place of one of your companions, and where you can build up and you can do whatever. Pretty much, I kind of, very little bit. I feel like they wanted to incorporate
Sure.
some
Let's
kind
take a
of
look.
Nuka World aspect to this game. If they don't, they're really wasting the. Pardon me. They're really wasting it if they don't put a Nuka World aspect to this game with the rating, because the rating was amazing. I love that kind of feature. Just don't stop me from rating whatever I want. However, essential characters are important, but if I want to fuck over my game, I should be able to fuck over my game. That is key to an RPG. I want to be able to make enemies with everyone. Anyway, on to the main portion of this video. Now that I've gotten out of the way my theory on how Fallout 76 is going to be, and what it's going to include, I'm going on to the worst part of this video. The one that took a whole week of research. In the off chance you haven't noticed, I am Australian. I'm not American, despite the whole fuck yeah the Enclave deal on my channel. But fuck yeah the Enclave, am I right guys? Yeah, freedom, shit. Right. Uh, I'm just not really sure where to start. I'll start by analysing a bit of the trailer really quick because it's kind of important for it. So, as we know, John Denver's Take Me Home. Oh, such a good fucking song choice for the trailer. Right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The thing is, it seriously made people think we're going to be in West Virginia. Stop. Stop thinking that. I do not believe we're in West Virginia at all. And I 100% believe that that is a red herring to make people think we are. So, I went through a lot. Now, you might hear some clicking, and that is literally me going through my notes as I do this video. I have an entire page dedicated to this section of the video. So, forewarning, it's gonna get a bit fucking complicated in the next 5 seconds. Alright, now, here's the deal. I'm going to begin here. I'm going to begin at this portion of my script that I made that I haven't been following this whole goddamn time, and that's why it's so fucking confusing, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So, let's start. Yeah, main point of this video, blah blah blah, leak. Okay, so a leak no one seems to fully have looked into, that I've seen. I've literally spent a week looking on YouTube, studying every other video that every other Fallout YouTuber and fucking media stream wants to pump out their fucking ass just so they can get these goddamn Fallout views. And it's kind of disappointing to see you guys get fucking milked. Damn, I thought the solo shit was going on with Star Wars as bad. This is a bit worse. Watching bigger YouTubers just fucking chuck out content to think they're the first one to fucking do it. It's a bit bad. So, come on guys, get ahead about you. Alright, you probably just think I'm a piece of shit now because I'm kind of doing the same thing. And that's a bit true. It's a little bit true. It's a little bit true. This leak says that we are supposedly, the vault is next to a major US highway. I spent a good portion of the past 3 days looking into major highways and maps of the US. And holy fuck, how do you guys get around without GPSs? Ooh, you have so many fucking roads. Don't get me fucking started. Whoa. Alright, so pretty much, I decided to run around. I decided to look for the largest, the most important ones, the ones that go through the most places. And yeah, I found a few. So if you want to go off the West Virginia, there is one that actually is in West Virginia, but it's not in there for very long, or what really seems like very long. Unfortunately, I've determined that we're likely not in the West Virginia area. Yeah, this is a bit here and there because it is actually the area that it's in is more up towards Ohio and up towards Pennsylvania, and those aren't a part of the Commonwealth's lands, and that's what I've determined that the DC area actually is is mainly the Columbus Commonwealth, is considered the DC area at the moment. Maryland, Virginia, and Washington DC, because that's what was in Fallout 3. As we know, Fallout 3 was a Virginian vault because it was actually in North Virginia, believe it or not. And it was in the real life area of Tyrone's Corner. That I don't even remember where that is in my notes. I just remembered that off by heart. So what I determined was the I-70 uh, is the only major highway that actually enters West Virginia. Uh, it only enters it for a moment, and the only real areas that exist along this route is Elm Grove, Pleasant Valley, Edgewood, Woodsdale. Yes, I did say Edgewood. It's pretty edgy. Ha 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 ha. Wheeling and Fulton. Fulton? Fulton? Fulton Extraction. Likely, if we are in West Virginia, my best bet, we're in Wheeling. We're in Wheeling. However the fuck you pronounce it. Because we are past the pit. If we're in this area, we are just past the pit. And if we're past the pit, as we know, the pit, fuck, the pit is terrible. The pit is an actual shit show. And that makes sense, I guess, because the pit was terrible. The pit was just bad. The pit is bad. I'm not saying the pit DLC was bad. I'm saying that the pit in general is not a place life it should exist. The trogs, the everything, it's not good. It, and it makes sense that no one in the Commonwealth, not the Commonwealth, fuck it, the Commonwealth is a bit far away for this one. No one in the Capital Wasteland has actually made contacts with anyone here because it's so far away, and to get there, you gotta get past the land like the pit, and that's kinda hard without getting fucking murdered by bandits and raiders and all this shit, and it's just not a good sign, not a good deal, I just generally wouldn't. Um, yeah. Welling, what the fuck, whatever it is. There's a, it's on the screen. It's probably been on screen for a bit because I'm a retard. Um, it does genuinely look like a good area for a Fallout game. I'm not gonna lie. The kind of Welling Island, yeah, that looks pretty. That looks pretty good. Having that area and then having the main part of Welling on the mainland kind of area bit, and then wear off a bit out of the way, off to the side, down by the freeway or down by the highway. Not in the major city, because if we spawn in the major city, that just means all the enemies in the major city are going to be weak. Because obviously they're gonna have something, or at least they level up with us because it's the same engine as Fallout 4. So you know how it do. Um, if we're not in West Virginia, however, and it is a red herring, fuck me, a red herring, then we're probably gonna be in Virginia, Richmond. Uh, and this is because the I-95 goes through it, and the I-95 is actually. Let me actually. Oh fuck my god! Let me just look at my notes really quick. Yeah, the I-95 is the sixth largest interstate in America, but the I-70 is the fifth. So it's a bit hard to tell. It would have to be one of these two, and it's genuinely worrying to try and figure it out. Now, the I-70 is the fifth. It goes through, and this is why it also, part of it might be a bit different, because I'll go into this a bit more in depth in a little bit, because I might have missed this. The I-70 goes for 10 states: Utah, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, yeah, Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. But the 95, well, that goes to 15 states. That's fucking hefty. That's pretty hefty, and that's why I believe we are along the I-95. And I don't know why. I just feel it's right that we're on the I-95. It's just this weird sense, this weird feeling that we're probably on the I-95. But I think that's just me being insane, and you should probably ignore it. Either way, it says 15 states: Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, fucking Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Kentucky, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, that place, New Hampshire, and Maine. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so pretty much, if we kind of go through it all, yeah, basically, I believe it's Richmond, and that's, it's pretty fucking. Richmond, I believe, is the capital of Virginia. I don't study American geometry, so I'm just kind of basing it off of kind of bullshit, but you get the point. Um, Essentially, I think it's there because, well, Vault 101 was a Virginian vault, it was North Virginia, so it can't really be in the north area of Virginia, so it has to be more down south to the middle, and I think that Richmond is a good place because does it does run along the 95, and it even branches out, and fuck me, I'm trying to bring up all my details. So Richmond also runs the 64, and the 64 goes a fair amount across the country. But Richmond also has, it's just in a pretty alright spot for a Fallout game because it's kind of near the coast as well. It does set up for DLC over to the other portion of Virginia, to Delaware and stuff like that, that we never got to visit in the other games. It's just my thoughts. How we could be fucking anywhere though. Like, you don't even know. The 95 is just fucking annoying. And here, I'll list off some of the major places that I really wrote down that I noted the 95 has going through it that's kind of proximity to Washington. Obviously, New York, Philadelphia, otherwise known as Philly, Baltimore, and Washington itself, and Richmond. And these are one of these areas is where we're gonna be. New York, Philly, Baltimore, Washington, DC again, highly doubtful because we've been there, or Richmond. Um, if we believe the Virginia country home, take me home, country roads, we're going to be in Virginia. And that means we're going to be in Richmond. Somewhere near Richmond. Now, I do have in my notes here that I have made the assumption that the music is a fake out by Bethesda, and that the whole fucking colored TV thing everyone's been going on about is true, and it is in New York, or Philly, or Baltimore. Genuinely, I believe that if we're anywhere, we're going to be in Baltimore, because we did not go to Baltimore at all. Never fucking heard of it. Any of it. In Fallout. Ever. Never. Not once. No one has ever mentioned Baltimore you've never visited it, you've never heard of it at all. It's actually not mentioned once in any Fallout game or the Fallout Bible. And I looked. Unless I'm retarded, then I could not find it. Right? And it makes most sense that this is where we're going to be Baltimore. Just off the way, on our own side, busy trying to survive. And then, eventually, super mutants come over from DC. And that's where we get our mutant problems. And, I mean, that's genuinely a good idea. Hook it in with the vaults from DC having an effect on you there now. It would be ideal. Would it be ideal? Who knows? But they definitely did a lot better with sprawling urban landscapes than they do kind of open worlding the whole thing. It really helps paint the feel of an atomic wasteland, a place that's fucking dead, and a place that would be hard to survive in, live in, and continue and propagate the species and do all this bullshit, you know, just kind of live and let live. Um, my issue with this is, I believe I'm like 70% certain that the Brotherhood have been to New York. I could have sworn there was, I don't know how to say it. There was, fuck, there's some bitch on the Pridwin. I forgot her name. And she tells you why she thinks mutants are shit, and she realized that, yeah, no, this is it. This is the mission that we gotta do. This is how the Brotherhood need to operate. And what, it was like, I almost, I swear to God, and unless my brain is like fucking trying to mess me up with this, and I didn't go into Fallout 4 to recheck because really, I did not have time. I did not have time. This this video had to come out sooner or later because of E3, and I needed to get it out before E3, so this is it now in all of its really hard to research glory. And it might not even be right, and if it's not right, fair game. Fair game. But fuck you, Bethesda. Keeping everything hidden behind a vault. Fuck. Didn't even show us the outside world, like we actually got a bit of the outside world in Fallout 4's teaser trailer. At least we saw stuff. But no, 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 not this time. Not this time, not at all. This time we're stuck. We are genuinely stuck, and we don't have much to go off. But here's a thought. If we're in Philly, we're in New York, or in Baltimore, then clearly I'm wrong, and the Brotherhood did not fly over. Um, did not fly over New York, and I was almost certain that there is a line where they say they go past New York, and it's just um, boneyard of metal skeletons inhabited by super mutants, and it drove her to realize, yeah, the Brotherhood need this tech, need to wipe out mutants. You know, mutants are fucking evil, blah 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 blah. And I think that was the point where I was kind of like, oh, this sounds a lot like the Enclave trying to wipe out everyone else, but whatever. I could have sworn they had flown over fucking, they'd flown over over New York, but if they haven't, then fair game. It is possible that we might have a game there. After all, it's actually been mentioned quite a few times. It's actually been mentioned in 3 different games. It's been mentioned in Fallout 3, um, I actually had this written down somewhere, and I've lost it because I'm a fucking genius. It was mentioned in Fallout 3. Um, Actually, no, I think I found it. Alright, so New York City is mentioned in the Fallout Bible. The Capital Post article disbanding the United Nations in Fallout 3. It's mentioned in New Vegas, Dead Money DLC, the DLC Dead Money, or whatever, however the fuck you would word that sentence, whatever. And Fallout 4 with the Statue of Liberty in the Atomic Command game, as well as in Far Harbor, Nucleus Terminal entries, which I'm going to quote this. We finally re-established comms with Mountain Desert today. And now EXO tells me you haven't checked in a week to boot. He says the sub's launch key is missing and I should have thrown you in a cell when I had the chance. The East Coast is gone, and if the democracy was out there, maybe we could have saved New York, or Washington, or Boston. So, that's a pretty fucking good hint. Two of those areas. And this is something I've noticed with Bethesda games. They hint. They hint at where they're gonna be. They really fucking do. And it is a bit of a problem that they have. They mentioned the institute. We all knew it was Boston. We all knew it was MIT, Massachusetts Institute in fucking of technology, whatever. um, we all knew it was gonna be up there. And when Fallout 4 came out, it was pretty much best bet. Oh, it's there, ha ha ha. But now they've kind of got everyone confused because they've put fucking country roads in, and then they put fucking hints that it could be New York in with their stupid coloured please wait that now everyone's fucking crazy about. And then they put in another one with the leak saying it could be fucking near a highway, and New York is on that highway, but so is one of Virginia. It's a mess. It's a mess. There's no way, and I'm not gonna make a major claim, a major stake on this whole fucking thing. I cannot give you a dead set, direct location for this game to take place. It is impossible. They have done so well at chucking so many spanners at my face that I cannot see anymore. I have gone blind because of this video. And I must say, they did a fucking great job at hiding where their location is. So you have to watch their E3 conference. You have to be there. You have to see. Then they're going to put it all up on YouTube right afterwards. And why? For the more views. That's publicity, 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 marketing 101. They did so much shit. What, over 20 something million viewers came to their Twitch stream to watch a bobblehead sit? A bobblehead! How many companies would take 22 million unique viewers to watch nothing but know they're gonna receive something fucking amazing in return? All of them. There's gonna be something happening. And I'm placing my stakes on these areas. And I've said it already. New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, or Richmond. These are the areas I think we're going to be in if it's down the 95. And I've already said the areas I believe we're going to be in if it's along the I-70, which is Wheeling, fucking don't care what it's called anymore. You know what it's called. That's what matters, and that's where I think we're going to be. So these are the areas, those are the areas I genuinely believe and that have the most information about them out there, um, on on them, that support them. Like, yeah, of course, the leak about the highway, it could be completely fucking wrong, and I could have just fucking played myself for this whole video. And that's why you don't trust leaks. That's why I did say this whole thing is skeptical. It's all based on leaks. It's this whole video was based on leaks and other people's videos and hints and yeah, pretty much all I've got. But obviously, we will see if I'm right come this E3. And fuck, I really hope I'm right because that will just make the week I spent researching this stuff a whole lot worth it. Anyway, I guess that's me done. Uh, yeah, I'll do the YouTube ending. You know, fucking like and subscribe and share the video with your friends and hit that bell thing when you subscribe so you're notified when I do upload something. And obviously, I would probably just click it because honestly, I don't upload very often. If you haven't fucking noticed, I mean, I did upload a bit of VR chat videos, but fuck. Well, my heart's always on the Fallout, you know. Something Fallout related comes out, boom, done. Anyway, yeah, I'll do the classic outro. Yeah, you know, Stealthmean signing off.